going to work kind of in a bad mood. I worked all weekend at SX, the restaurant. I worked Friday night, Saturday night until late, and then Sunday day. I have a cold, and yeah, it's Monday morning, so that's not helping. I just don't know if I could do it anymore, you know, working like, I mean, if you do the math, it's probably like 70 hours this week that I worked. It's just like, it's a Crimea River.
This is what we're going to do. You guys are going to explain your one good trade. All of our fundamentals should be covered. All right, so Leticia, you're up.
I noticed that 120 was a resistance level before, and it was like ticking back up to that. So I thought that if it crossed that 120 level, I would get long and it'd probably shoot up, you know, at least 50 cents. I bought 200 shares. I don't think I was fast enough on the keyboard because I only got in around 120.12. I sold 100 shares at 120.67 when I saw that bid started dropping, and then another 100, 2 cents below.
It's okay. I mean, I like that actually. I like how you hit that when the bid started to drop. You know, you had a bunch of things in your favor, right? You had intraday, you wanted it to be above 120. You had bids tested above 120 and it held. You had the fact that you noticed the pattern that around these whole numbers the stock was getting real strong. You know, it's much more important to stick with your system than it is to worry about 10 cents and 15 cents and 20 cents. You can't possibly predict the bottom and the tops of all the moves. All right? It's about developing a system. It's not about the results of one trade. I can't wait for you guys actually to show me a trade where you lost money and you told me that was a good trade, because then you're really starting to get it.
This is my 6th week of training. I believe it's the last week too. We're supposed to go live next week. I'm about to start looking for some stocks that I could possibly trade during the day. You know, some stocks that had some earnings report, some sort of news that would make them in play. I'm kind of curious as to how the market's going to open today, because last week was pretty crazy. I mean, everything was down.
Last week there was a lot of problems in the credit markets, and the market moved sharply lower. I'm not an economist. I'm not a mutual fund manager. Those things, they're interesting as a backdrop for us, but the reality is that we're not investors, we're traders, and so we couldn't care less if the market goes up or down. We want it to just be moving. The volatility is our friend. That's what allows us to make money. One of the core values of our desk is the sharing of information.
It's really a team environment, you know. Everyone shares their ideas. Yeah.
Each trader gets to hear other traders' thoughts on the desk as to what stock they believe will be the best stocks to trade for the day. That way we all benefit.
No, it's just the same thing. I mean, it had a big explosive move. If someone, you know, says, oh, I think this stock is going to be in play, and it turns out someone else trades it and loses a lot of money, you can't be mad at that person because they told you to trade that stock, you know. It's your responsibility.
You're only as good as the stocks that you trade. You can be a great trader, but if you can't identify the right stocks to be in, you'll struggle to make money. Right now I'm watching Apple computer, which is down about 2.5 points. That's the type of movement that allows me to make money. You can draw a trend line here. This is trending down. But you can see as it moved back up, it couldn't reach the previous high, and it pulled back again. 140 can act as a big support level. It's about a point from there right now, so I'm watching it to see if it shows some support. If it does, I'll probably look to get long. As long as there's movement, you can make money.
So after work today, we're all going out bowling to celebrate the end of training, and we're actually supposed to go live with real money next week. Bowling night was great. It was really interesting and fun to see the people you work with in a different type of setting, you know, a lot more relaxed, not behind a computer. We had 2 teams, the team of rookies and then the senior traders. It was a good time, you know, we bonded. We beat their asses.